Hello everyone, my name is Roya and this is my March book haul. This is not a very big book haul. I got 5 books this month and one of them was sent to me by a publisher and the other ones were bought with store credit. So my total amount of money spent on books this month was 25 cents. So of that I am very proud, although even though really I can't spend money on books right now. So it's not like it's not like it actually took any willpower. So first I'm going to tell you about the book that I was sent by a publisher, and that is Blue Tide by Jenna-Lynne. I was so excited when I got this book in the mail. I actually did request this from Clean Teen Publishing for review, and I really did not think that they were actually going to send it to me, and so when they did, and I saw that there was a package on my doorstep from Clean Teen, I ran around the house jumping and screaming excitedly and showing my pets, "Look, iPod, look, I got a book!" And this poor kitty, she just thought I was insane. I do have a full review of this book up already. I'm not gonna just take up all this time explaining what it's about. But I think you should definitely check out my review. I liked a lot of things about it, but I also had a couple of issues with it too. But anyway, definitely worth the read, I think. Next, I went to Powell's and traded in a few books for some store credit, and with that store credit, I bought 3 books. The first of which is Blood Red. Is that what it's called? Yes. Blood Red by Mercedes Lackey, which is, I think, the 9th book in the Elemental Masters series, which is basically a series of retellings that take place in olden day England that follow these people with elemental magic abilities. So I think you can kind of guess which retelling this is, obviously. It's Little Red Riding Hood. So I definitely can't wait to read this one. Also, I guess it takes place in the Black Forest, which is super, super exciting. I got this bind-up of the Dragon Nimbus Trilogy by Irene Radford, and I barely actually heard anything about this trilogy, but for some reason I just read the summary and it seemed like something that I would be into. I'm not even really sure what it's about, but yeah, I definitely plan to read this very, very soon because I'm super, super excited. If you've read this trilogy, please tell me what your thoughts are because I would love to hear from people who have actually read this. Next, I got The Lady of the Forest by Jennifer Robertson. Not even Robertson or anything. But anyway, I guess this is a Robin Hood retelling, and that's kind of fantasy-ish. And so this sounded like a really, really good book when I read the summary, and then I went to check Goodreads and see what the reviews were like, and the only negative thing that people really had to say about this book is that there's too much sex. And to me, usually, there's no such thing as too much sex in a fantasy book. Usually, I kind of am wishing that there was sex in a fantasy book when there isn't any. So that is not a negative thing to me at all, having too much sex in a fantasy book. So I'm definitely really excited to read this. It's a super big book, and so that makes me doubly excited. And lastly, I got some store credit at Bingo's Used Books again, because I turned in some books. And it was enough to get 1 book with, and this is a sequel to a book that I own but have not yet read, basically because if I really, really like the first one after I read it and can't wait to jump into the second one, I guess I have it. So that is The Singing Sword by Jack White. This is a sequel to The Skystone, and this is a series of Arthurian retellings, so I'm definitely really excited to read this. So there you have it, folks. These are the books that I got in the month of March. Let me know what your thoughts on these are if you've read them, and I guess I will see you very soon with a new video. Bye!